Hey guys, what's good? Triple J Boxing. So pay-per-view numbers for Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, though they're not officially in from what I've gathered, um, supposedly the estimate is it's around 1.5 million pay-per-view buys because Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney have confirmed that they both took home 50 mil and 35 mil, and doing the math, it equals out to around those kind of pay-per-view buys, and it has been confirmed by both fighters that the paydays are lining up with those kind of pay-per-view numbers. So if that's the case, and this fight sold 1.5 million pay-per-view buys, Ryan Garcia's antics did better than they thought they would, because some people were saying it was going to hurt the fight. I believed it was going to help the fight, but I didn't think it was going to do. I thought it was going to do around a million, like maybe just under or a bit over. But I said, like, if this fight does more than Tank, that's a huge success. And it apparently so far it did. Obviously, we're waiting for the official word on it, but according to what these fighters took home, it's looking like this is the case. And if this is the case, Ryan Garcia is the face of boxing for the foreseeable future. He is the future of boxing. And when Jim Lampley was ringside, and he said that Ryan Garcia is going to be the biggest thing since Mayweather. A lot of people were kind of scratching their head like, come on, Jim. And he was saying it's a bigger upset than Mike Tyson, but Buster Douglas. A lot of people were giving him shit on that. But now that you think about it, if this is the case for the pay-per-view buys, he might be the biggest star since Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. And he's still really young. You never know. And in this day and age, it's so hard to get pay-per-view buys when you can just get it illegally. Mayweather, Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, Mike Tyson, they were all lucky to be in the pay-per-view era when it was hard to steal. Like, you had to have a satellite to steal the fight. If not, you would have to buy the fight. You couldn't go on the internet and get it. Like, so easy now to get it. So the fact that if Ryan Garcia is doing these kind of numbers, this is his second fight now that he's done over 1 million. And I know some people are going to say, oh, but he's with Tank the first time. Oh, now he's with Devin. But look at Tank Davis's numbers without Ryan. 200,000, 300,000. That's what he averages, 200,000 to 300,000 pay-per-view buys. Look at Devin Haney's pay-per-view buys. He shouldn't have even been on pay-per-view, but we'll bring up his numbers. 50,000 with Prograde, and what he did with Lomachenko, you would think he would do like decent numbers. He didn't. They did 170,000 pay-per-view buys with Lomachenko, which is terrible for that magnitude of these fighters, Haney and Lomachenko. So that just shows you that Ryan Garcia is bringing in the pay-per-view buys. It wasn't Tank and it wasn't Loma. And don't get me wrong, I think 200,000 to 300,000 pay-per-view buys for Tank is good in this day and age. But he did 1.3 when he was with Ryan. Now I'm starting to wonder, was that all Ryan? Which I believed it was. I think that extra million on top of that 300,000 that he usually gets, that was all Ryan. And now this is just confirming it even more. Devin Haney with Lomachenko only did 150,000. And now 1.5 mil? So you can't say it was Devin Haney. Obviously, Bill Haney's a good promoter, but you can't say Devin Haney made him go over 1 million again. Ryan Garcia is becoming the face of boxing. It's him, Canelo. How many people are making this kind of money with like Ryan Garcia kind of money? You got Tank making good money. You got Anthony Joshua, Canelo, Tyson Fury, and Ryan Garcia. That's pretty much it. All the other guys, obviously, when I mean like really good money, I mean in the tens of millions. And I don't believe Devin was making that kind of money versus Prograde or Lomachenko. He was making good money, but he is becoming the face of boxing, and I like this situation, guys. Like I said, it hasn't been confirmed yet, so we don't want to totally jump the gun here, but let's just say for the sake of the video, according to what they took home, this is 100% legit. It's 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. Ryan Garcia is now the A side in any situation, even against Tank. If they fight again in the rematch, which I don't think they will, because Tank is a coward and he won't fight him at a higher weight. He doesn't believe he can do it. He's a small guy and he doesn't believe he can move up and challenge these guys. Simple as that. That's my opinion on it. He's a puppet. I think he's a very talented fighter, very skillful fighter. But look at the way his career's been run. Unless he proves me wrong, I'll eat my words, but we'll see. But what I'm trying to say is, guys, rematch won't happen, and now it definitely won't happen because Ryan Garcia, if he is to fight Tank again, Ryan Garcia is the A side now, not Tank. So that will be that's the end of that. We won't see that rematch anymore. Ryan Garcia has catapulted to the highest level of boxing, superstardom. Like this, like I said, you don't have many fighters make it. Like not even Canelo's doing 1.5 mil. Lately, I think he had to have Triple G to do those kind of numbers. So even Canelo's not doing over a mil. Like I think he's like around a mil. I could be wrong, guys, but I think him with Triple G was the only comparable fights to this one, to be honest. So Ryan Garcia is surpassing Canelo already with pay-per-view buys. Yeah, like I don't have all Canelo's numbers up right now, but I do remember the Triple G trilogies. They all did pretty well, especially the first two did well. But a lot of Canelo's fights, they're good, but they're not doing 1.5 like Ryan, that's for sure. So, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. 1.5 million pay-per-view buys exceeded my expectations. I thought he'd do 1 million because the antics, I thought it did help. And Ryan, when I look at the Tank Ryan fight, the fact that did 1.3 and I look at Tank's numbers, I knew Ryan was a draw. Like I go to the store, I talk to friends that are way younger than me, and they all know Ryan Garcia. They all know Ryan. They don't know a lot of these other guys. So he's a star that's going across not just boxing. He's transcending into the younger audiences, especially, not just the boxing public. And now he's going even further into different world views on things, that he's bringing the conspiracy theories. He's bringing all those type of people, like fighting against the human trafficking. He's bringing all those justice warriors. So he's bringing so many different groups of people that don't even really watch boxing are now watching him. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. It was a good matchup. You had Devin Haney. You have to give him some credit for the pay-per-view buys, but like I said, Ryan is obviously the biggest draw now. He's at the top of the sport, and he's the A side now in any circumstance.